Hi, everyone, and welcome to our Saturday training. You are with Team Evolve, and I am so excited that you're here with me today. I really thought today I would continue the training where Dr. Stacy left off last week, which was the importance of our system and inviting. Just wanted to show you a few things that I have put on the biz site based on some of her thoughts. And then I really want to move on to how that makes us money. I really feel like we're doing very well if you connect to Monday and Tuesday's foundational training. And Lynn, if you could put that in chat, our foundational training on Monday and Tuesdays, that's where I teach you how to do the system 333. And then I put you all to work doing it. And if you come to that, you'll learn the behaviors of the work that makes you money. In addition, if you can invite your people to come to it that are in your organization, they also will learn the behaviors of doing the business, and that's leverage. So that's really a lot of training on the behaviors, but that behavior, our 333 consistently, and take notes if you don't have a notebook, get a notebook or a piece of paper and a pen will work. But 333 is we contact 3 a day, we invite 3 a day, and we follow up with 3 a day. You do that consistently every day for 1 hour, I guarantee you will be wealthy. If you do that, and then you invite other people in your organization to do it, you will be 10 times wealthier because that's leverage. The work is easy. And what I find so much is everybody wants to do everything but the work. So trust me, it's only an hour a day of that consistent work. And then creating the container so that your people in your organization can do that work with you, because that work is what it is. And sometimes it can be stressful contacting people, a little fear-based. So what I like to do is turn fear into fun. And if you come on Monday and Tuesdays, you will see that we do that together. We totally make it fun. And Jan would say she's shipping out sleeves and gifts all over the place, which is super fun for you guys, but she's always giving me that look, if you know what I mean. Maybe not so much fun for her anymore, but super fun for me. So anyway, that's just really important. And by doing that work, you will create income. And when you get other people in your organization to do that same work with you, that's leverage. That's everybody doing a little bit of work. On Monday, on our foundational training, there was 100 of us inviting to Dr. Stacy's call. And I basically said, everybody that invites 10 to Dr. Stacy's call, by the end of the hour, put it in chat, and we raffled one sleeve of X39. I think we had like 100 people invite 10. So if you really understand what that is, you guys, that is 100 times 10. That's 1,000 invites that went out in 1 hour. I just want you to see the size of leverage in a small amount of time. That is the foundation of what network marketing is all about. We work as a team to create leveraged income, and you are on Team Evolve. And I think it's very important to understand that this Team Evolve, early on, Peter and I started this 5 years ago, and we said that we wanted a team that was love, that was fun, and worked hard. So I hope that that is what you feel from top down, because that energy starts from top down. And we have been in other organizations where it wasn't love, it wasn't fun. Quite honestly, it was dread. I used to have to go to this Monday call every Monday, and I dreaded it in another company, right? So I remember talking to Peter, please, I will never work this business if it feels like dread again. So I hope that you understand how important that energy is as a container for Team Evolve, for both myself and Peter. And I hope that you take that energy and pass it down. Okay, I just want that energy passed down. That would mean the world. So if there's one thing you learned from this call today, please pass down love, fun, and working hard. Can we do that? That would be a great pass down. All right, so now let's go ahead and show you about the work. Once again, it's 333. And so if you go to our website, start333biz.com, that's start333biz.com, that is our business site. I created that site because I didn't want to email PDFs to people. I wanted you guys to be able to take whatever you wanted with your finger on your phone and grab it and send it. Whether it's a video, whether it's a PDF file, whether you need to download a 4-invite April Vaughn's team and print it out and cut it so you can hand it out at the salon, right? I wanted everything you would need to move this business at the tip of your finger. That is why Start 333 Biz, B-I-Z, was created. So what I want to show you real quick is, once again, the system. And, you know, we simplified the system. Contact 3 a day is make a list. And if you're brand new and you've never made a list, today I tell you, make a list of 10 people from your phone. Who do you know? Their name and their cell phone. Do it. You can do it right now while you're listening. You can listen and write 10 people on a list. In fact, all of you can listen to me today and write a new 10 people from your cell phone. Who do you know? That is the work. And then we invite them to something. We invite them to a gift. We invite them to a Dr. Stacy call. We invite them to a podcast. We invite them to a patching party. We do a patching party. Jan and I are driving down to Fountain Valley for Manuel today to do a patching party for him, right? Those are what we invite. You can invite to startx39now.com. That's our product information website. You can invite to a link. You can invite. You can go do one of those pop-up booths or community health fairs. And what do? You're just inviting people to see information. And then you follow up, and close. Now, if you go, oh my God, this seems like she's going really fast and I have no idea what she's doing, please go to inside the system. Inside the system, you have to click on the system from the front of the page, and the username, write this down, Lynn, is start333biz, B-I-Z. The passcode is 333biz, B-I-Z. And what you're going to do is I'm not going to go over the whole system today, but you're going to click this system and you're going to look at all the tabs. You're going to see, how do I make a list? Shoot, bring 4 new people that are in your business with you and you make a list together. Then you're going to go, how do I invite to an event? You look at the inviting scripts. And then how do I send an event? Invite to a patching podcast. Click here and send it. You can invite to the Nowsite. You can invite to a story. On Telegram, we have 4,000 stories. You click the tab, it shows you how to get to them. You can invite to a gift. Jan is sending out business bag after business bag, which is our mini presentations. All I do now, honestly, you guys, is I put one X39 and one Eon in each of my little envelopes. It doesn't cost me much. And it's one pop, one patch, one pop right below the back of their neck, on their sore knee, on their lower back. And then I read all the information. And I either take their order or I send them to what? A patching podcast. I'll send them to Dr. Stacy and let her close them for me. Do you understand what I'm doing? It's that easy. We're making it so easy. And then the follow-up. Use the follow-up clipboard to follow up. And I really wanted to show this to you today because we've made some additions to it and I thought you would be happy. So everybody on the call, your homework is to go buy a clipboard. It costs you $2 at Staples, right? Here's my clipboard. I have to go buy a new printer because my printer's so bad. I even need to print these all out. Just print out all the sheets. You'll understand so much if you do. And I'm just going to show them to you real quick. Print out the sharing envelope. This tells you all the benefits of X39. You can read the patent to people. You can read how the X39 activates your own light through organic crystals and how to wear the patch. Okay, print that out. Our new GHK flyer is amazing. You read it. This tells you how GHK activates stem cells for repair and regeneration. This shows you all the other benefits of GHK. Print it out. We're taking the 5x7 off. We don't need that. What to expect and the patching podcasts. We put this together. You now, on one form, can say what to expect with X39. And at the same time, you're ready to invite them to one of our patching podcasts. That's new. That's new. The before and after tracker. We updated this and now we made the pictures really big and bright. You can't miss it now. And you can, as Dr. Stacy says, track people's health. And that helps you decide what are the best patches for them. You can also use the International Health Tracker. Of course, this is international. And this one talks about how X39 works from an international perspective. And you can also rate people here. Pick the one you like best. Use them both. Why do we have two different ones? Well, there's different teams that like the different ones. And I decided on the follow-up clipboard, I would provide in one place all the cool printouts that most teams are using. As a leader of Evolve, as I'm doing my homework on my presentation, it's important to create the container of love, but also have the pieces that every team needs to independently soar. Ooh, that was a big word. So then you have the All Products Flyer. International is my favorite. Of course, it's international. And so this is our quick guide. And it basically shows you what every patch does, how to wear it. And this is one of the ones I use all the time. When I run my business, I'm just going to show you guys right now. I have a stack of my quick guides, and I have a stack of my order forms. I use these two all the time. I'm just using this in my order form, whether they have it in front of them, I'll text them that link so they have it, and I use this and take the order. And you know I do, because those are all just my orders in the last couple of weeks that are all taken. You know that I like to take orders and credit cards because our product ships great, we pay great, but our website was made in 1985 and it's confusing for people to place their own orders. So place it for them. Place it for them. Okay, so now, of course, we also have the US All Products Flyer, which are the claims for the US. And we also have the Canadian All Products Flyer, I think. No, we don't have that on here. Okay, so then, this is new, the Patching Podcast Flyer. You might just want to send this by itself as a link to somebody or print it off. It's just the Patching Podcast. It's now on the clipboard. I realized I wanted one place where all my favorite stuff was. This is where all my favorite stuff is. This is the 4-way invite, because some of you may want to print this off. I know April's team, what they do, they print this off, they cut it, and they're just handing these out left and right. You could even print these off and make them a little harder copy, or you could talk to Sally. She could print those off and give you a stack of harder copy. That's real nice too. And then, of course, you know I love the new order form. I'm using this all the time. I don't know about you guys, but this works for me, okay? $149 retail. The reason I kept the retail box up there is because it makes the packs look even like a better deal, right? So $149 retail, but the wholesale pack is better. Silver for individuals, gold, double the inventory, platinum, diamond for big builders. Look at the football up top. This tells you how to fill it out. 1X39 or 1X49 is worth 1 point. One sleeve of any supportive patch is worth 0.5. Alavita Skincare Trio is worth 1.5. 1X39, 1X49, 1.1 point, an Eon 0.5, and an Ice Wave 0.5. Well, that's 3 points. That's $2.99. What a great deal. 4 sleeves for $2.99. That would be, you could get 2 X39s, by the way, for $300, right? You see that? Or you could get 4 for $2.99. That's how I talk about it. And then I always say, and 1X39 the following month to keep your stem cells activated at $99, right? $299.99. Please get the auto ship, unless you're a team that then upgrades to a maintenance pack. But I want you guys to remember, with no auto ship or no upgrade every month, then your account will go X or inactive and you'll lose all your points. You must have checks for yourself, and you want every single pack in your binary tree to have a check, be active on an auto ship, an upgrade, or a maintenance kit. And then you take their information, their name, their address, their credit card, and then you go, oh my God, I don't know what to do now. Well, call Jan Rand. She'll help you put your order in, and then it ships to your person, what's that called? Drop ships to your person, and you get a thank you check. Jan, could you put your name in chat? Also, you can go to the biz site and look at the tab that says input order, and that will show you how to input it as well. So these are all I'm basically, for myself, once I get my new printer, am going to go to the Evolve clipboard, and I'm going to print one of each of these on my clipboard. So I have 1 copy of all my favorite stuff. And then I'm going to print 10 copies of my order form. because the more order forms you have on the clipboard, the more orders you will take. But here's some new things. So I'll tell you why I added new things. So many of you know I'm going to Honolulu in May and Maui. And here's what's going on. They don't really have a projection and a speaker system and all the stuff to do a PowerPoint. And I said to myself, well, how am I going to present without a PowerPoint? And then I realized, well, this is going to be kind of fun. I'm going to present without a PowerPoint, and everyone in Hawaii is going to get an envelope filled with all my favorite stuff, and I'm going to present based on my envelope. And then you know what's going to happen? They're all going to, 100 of them that I think will show up, will all take their envelope, and they'll present it to somebody else. In some ways, that might even be better duplication than a PowerPoint. Do you see what I mean? You can do this without a PowerPoint. You can do this for 5 people, and I'll show you what I mean. So because I'm going to do that, I realized, well, shoot, I better have some stuff to train them on the business because I won't have a PowerPoint. So I made on the clipboard, share the business. So these are new. I made the 333 system with podcasts. Why? Because in Hawaii, I'm going to share how to do the business based on this card, 333. And look I did the Nowsite so they can go right on there with their phone as I'm training, and the Biz site. They can go right on the Biz site with their phone. And because what do we do in our system? It's really pretty easy, right? You ready? Write this down. We make a list and contact 3 a day. We invite 3 a day. And we follow up with 3 a day with the stuff I'm telling you to print out right now. Okay, I think any of us can train this. So then what do we invite to? That's the second page. I thought it was brilliant. We invite to either a patching podcast, there's the schedule, or training podcast, there's the schedule. So that's how, I think you're on this call, Susan, that's how we're going to train in Honolulu. And then I decided, well, I better get the hot sheet at a glance ready, front and back, to train. Okay, that's all ready to go. I'll need to get 100 of those, right? So now I'm at the point of, boy, I'm going to have to print all this. And I'm going to teach them all how to build to senior director. So we're going to have all this. But wait, I thought to myself, well, how can I do that simpler than having to print out 100 of everything? And I decided what I'm going to have Sally do is, you already know we have the gifting envelope with all our little cards in it. That's all the training on the product, right? So now I'm going to have 3 5x7 cards for the business. And it's going to be the hot sheet, the 90 days to senior director, and the 333 system. And we don't have this all ready yet, but pretty soon, all of those great documents will be here if you want to do the same at some point. So they'll be at the Biz site, and you're going to go right here to the system, and you're going to go to Evolve Tools, and you're going to go to Marketing Materials. And you guys all know Sally, and you're going to click, maybe you could put this link in chat. So pretty soon, and once again, this just all got off we just started doing all this like last week, but there's Sally, her number. There's the business cards you can order, right? Business cards. Those are all the mini infos. Pretty soon, we're going to have another set that are called the What to Expect. We'll have the podcast on the back now. So when we send envelopes to people about product, it will be what to expect and a schedule of the podcast, right? That's going to change. And then we're going to have a section called the business. This is going to be called the mini info cards and the product mini info cards. And then we're going to have the business mini info cards. And we're going to have the hot sheet, the 90-day to senior director, and the system. And I think it's going to be great. And I really believe, since there was a lot of people about 4 months ago, April, Stacy, Peter, group that said we had way too many podcasts and we're all too confused on where we recruit to. Now that we have 4 product podcasts a week and 4 business podcasts a week, it's really easy to be consistent in inviting. And so I think you're going to like that very much. So possibly, when you are doing your own type of thing, you can order your own envelopes with some product information. You can order your own business cards and do your own. Jan and I are going to Manuel today, and it's a product presentation, but I will probably print off 10 of each of the business, just in case there's some people that want to understand the business. And I'll do that from the Evolve Clipboard. However, wouldn't it be nice if I had those ready to go with me today with the product envelopes? That would be great, but I don't. So where do you get the business bags if you want the mini information here? So you would go here, buy the business bag. And right now, these business bags have all the new, are we with the new materials yet or still old materials, Jen?
New materials.
Oh, we have all the new materials now?
Yep, I'm kind of backed up, but yep, new materials.
Okay, so I got to change this picture. So the new materials that I just showed you are now shipping through Jan. It's $15, and you can get a business bag with all the new materials, and you just email Jan your name and your email, your name and your phone number and address, and it's $15 a bag, and it's new materials. The business is not in there yet. I still have to decide how we'll do the business. I don't know. I might up the price, and we might add the 3 business pieces now so you have them. That's probably what we'll do, but I haven't decided yet, and Jan doesn't know that yet. But you can see where my brain is going right now. I just think we need to have the stuff. That's what I think. But you can get the business bag, and that doesn't have the 3 business pieces on it, but it has all the product pieces we're using. And from what I understand, Sally is telling me that everybody's really liking the 5x7 cards because it's bigger, and everybody's liking what we have provided. So I'm so happy about hearing that. If you want to go back to the clipboard, then like what I'm going to do today when I go to Manuel's place is I'm going to bring 20 of the new business of the product envelopes filled, but then I'm going to go down to the business, share the business, and I'm going to print off 10 of each of these in case somebody wants training on the business there, right? So I don't have it all right yet ready for me, but I do because it's all on the clipboard. So does that all make sense? Do you guys like all that? I'm thinking that's pretty cool. So when you do a smaller event and you don't have the PowerPoint and the this and the that, then use my cards. Print out papers. I know Dr. Stacy just has them print out like the what does she do? She has people do meetings with the International Health Tracker and the international all products flyer and the order form. 3 sheets, done, right? So they are all on the Evolve Clipboard. You can get to the Evolve Clipboard at start333biz.com, username 333biz, passcode 333biz, and you can go into the system, the 3 steps to success, into the Evolve Clipboard, or outside of the system, the Evolve Clipboard. They're in 2 places because I want people who want to work in the system to be able to grab them. But sometimes you don't want to work in the system to grab something you want, or maybe this is once again allowing teams to soar on their own. A team may be training their people a little different, and they don't want my system, but they want the resources. Do you understand? So as a leader, I'm trying to do whatever is necessary so all teams soar in happiness. How's that? Okay, so with that, how do then you make money? Well, it's the actions every day that make you the money. And somebody asked me the other day, well, how much do you really have to work to make money? And I was kind of putting that together, right? I mean, honestly, if you want to write this down, and I need to write this down, like I would say if you come to my Monday and Tuesday, that's 4 hours, 2 hours of training and 2 hours of actually working the system, right? That's 4 hours. Then you want to go to the patching podcast, and those are actually a week. That's Dr. Stacy an hour, my patching an hour, 2, that's 3 hours. And then this training on Saturday is 1 hour. So you literally can make a lot of money by doing 4, 7, 8 hours a week in this business of the right work. That's not even part-time, you guys. That's not even part-time. Did you know when you actually contact 3 people a day and invite, and follow up and close 3 people a day? If you, let's just say you take Saturday and Sundays off, that's 3 times 5 times 52 weeks. That's contacting 780 people. Do you know that when you contact 780 people, do you know most network marketers don't enroll more than 80 people in their lifetime? Do you think you can get 80 people who would want to build a business with you if you contact 3 a day, 5 days a week, which is basically an hour a day of work? That would be 780 people. So even if you're working with me Monday and Tuesdays and you go to the podcast and you invite to the podcast, and then you just do like 3 more hours, that's still 8, 9, 10, 11. That's still only 11 hours a week, right? And then that's 780 contacts. Now, the key is not just to enroll and go. Network marketers make their money by enrolling and training, taking the hand of their people and showing them how to do the same. What's the same? 333, working their list with them. Who do you know? You work your list and then you help your people work their list. That list, that first 10 is juicy. Did you know it was my first 10 where I got Jan, Peter, and Mariah? First 10. Three of my biggest builders in my first 10. So make sure you do your first 10 and make sure you help all your people do their first 10. I mean, we have 231 people right now. If you all did your first 10 right now, that would be 2,310 of your most juicy people. Okay, do your first 10. Okay, so now, as Peter always says, people equal product, write this down, product equals points, and points equal money. Let's say that again. People equal product equals points, and points equal money. That's why it's so important. It starts with gathering your people. Gather your people, because people on your list are who you expose the product to, and then they want the product. That equals points, and that equals money, and then you teach more people to do the same, right? And the website that we send to expose our product is startx39now.com. It's very important that you know both our sites that we work. We only work 2 sites in our team Evolve. Startx39now.com is our product site, and start333biz.com is our business site or our resource site, right? It's where you find all your business stuff. So let me quickly show you the Nowsite so you understand what it is. And you basically use this site, and if you haven't yourself, your other homework is 2 homeworks. Go to the biz site and go into the 3 steps of success, the system, and click on all the tabs. Then go to the Now site and watch all the videos. Watch the first video on light. It's only 2 minutes. The second video on how X39 works, the power of the patch, it's 3 minutes, and click the tab to learn about GHK copper peptide. Pretty soon we're going to have our own little spot for GHK all by itself. Michelle and I are decided. Learn about the man. Read it. Read the patent. The patent is the purpose and the passion of the vision of our company. It's all in the patent. Leadership starts with a vision of purpose. What is your purpose? What happened to you with the X39? For me, I had fast-growing cells in 10 days. I didn't feel like dying. I felt like living. I wanted to share this with the world. It was great purpose and passion based on what this patent says. I thought, oh my God, we can help so many people. I'm not dead. Let's go, right? What's your purpose and passion? What's your purpose and passion? Write that down right now. What is it? What do you want to be in this company? Why? What happened to you with this product that makes you want to shout it out? Then you want to watch the 18-minute video that really explains by the owner of this company how X39 works and the issues it helps with. You want to look at the patents and the studies. And then this is my other favorite part. Do a deep dive when you have time. Go and really see 10 minutes of how all the products work and an hour by David of every single thing he does. This is a powerful education piece. You can literally show people the all products flyer right from the site now. You can right from the site tell them to watch the videos and then suggest what are the right patches for them and placement right there. Can never get out of here. It drives me crazy. I have to go back. Sorry. I got to ask Michelle why I can't move back from there. You can also take an order right there. You can go over the order form. And here's the thing, you can edit, copy, edit, paste. And you literally right from the Nowsite can text somebody exactly what you want them to do, right? Isn't that cool? I'm putting it in chat. Look at how fast it was. There's the order. There's the order form right there from the Nowsite.
Marci, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Do you mind if I ask you a little question?
You may.
On this order form, where I've been ordering everything online with our new agents and things, what would it take to get this company to actually get a web designer if it's been 40 years in the it needs to be done, especially right now where you're the number one fastest growing network marketing company there is. Why are we waiting so long to get this done? Do you know?
It's a good question. And what was your name?
Vance.
Vance, it's a
I'm
great
here in
question.
Idaho.
Hi, Vance. Great question. We ask that every day. And that is just, I will tell you this, Vance, and I've been in this company 5 years, and one day maybe they will listen, but right now they pay us well, they ship well, but the website's where it's at. So my suggestion is understand where it's at and just enjoy what's the gift and the benefit of what we have and work around what we don't. And that's what I'm trying to do here. But thank you for your suggestion.
You're
And know
welcome.
that that's something, we're on the advisory board. We know. So
And I'm not trying to put,
Yep.
a shadow on this. This is just something that just seems like
No.
it would be something simple to fix
Absolutely.
nowadays.
Absolutely, Vance. And thank you for your feedback. And I'll make sure that that gets to the proper people. So we're going to move on then, but thank you. Okay, so then let's go ahead and show you now. So I just put up the order form, and I just put up the all products flyer. So that's how easy you can use the Nowsite in order to move people to take an order and to also show them the quick guide of what they need. So how does that work make you money? So now we're going to go to the comp plan. And the comp plan is at Start 333 Biz, and you can find the comp plan under comp plan. But you can also find the comp plan. Remember the hot sheet now at the Evolve, what do I want to tell you? Let's go in there. So you can find the Evolve on the Evolve Clipboard. Remember all my favorite documents, and you can also find it on the Evolve comp plan. Okay. So let's just go show you how you make money by doing the work. So a lot of people think, oh, they just want to know how to make money. They want to know, how do I make my money? And they never go to work. Trust me when I tell you, Peter and I didn't even know how the comp plan worked when we went to work. We just went to work by what? Making a list and exposing. Okay. So the way you make money on this comp plan is you can drop ship somebody to their house, and it ships right to their house, and the company, and it's going to be $149 for an X39, and the company pays you $50. You can you can drop ship every month, let's say X39 every month, and you make $20 a month. That's called retail bonus. That's the first way you make money. Okay. That's great. But let me tell you, Team Evolve, we have built our business on wholesale pack and auto ship. Write that down. Wholesale pack and auto ship. Wholesale pack and auto ship. Why? Because that is how the tree builds the fastest. And by doing that, I believe, I don't know, let's go see let's just go see by running the compensation plan that way. Let's go see how many leaders are in the leader club. So by running a wholesale kit and auto ship, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 36, 37, 38, 39 SPDs. That's a lot of senior presidential directors, the highest rank in the company in the last 4 years. And that is because we have trained in the Evolve system wholesale kits and auto ship. Okay. Other teams have not, and they have like one SPD. I'm just being honest. Okay. So that's kind of how one of the, that's the reason we are doing that. All right. So then what does it mean? What do you get paid? These are wholesale packs. And you see the wholesale packs on the new order form. They're really front and center now, correct? You ship a silver pack, drop ship it to someone, you make a $50 thank you check. A gold, you make a $100 thank you check. A platinum, you make a $150, and a diamond, you make a $200. But when you upgrade to a diamond and then drop ship a platinum, you make $300. If you upgrade to a diamond and drop ship a diamond, you make $500. So let me tell you my story. I started with a silver pack and auto ship. Did $299 and one X39 the following month to keep my stem cells activated. And then I made a list of 10. I started with 10 because I didn't want to overwhelm myself. And then, of course, I always add 10 and 10 and 10. And you don't end with 10, right? But on my first list of 10 was Peter No. And I had none of the information that you guys had. I had nothing. I had a plastic baggie. And so I put 5 X39s in a plastic baggie and I drove to his office in Garden Grove. We worked another network marketing company 10 years before, and I had been following him on Facebook. I knew he was a multi-stream entrepreneur. I saw that he was always running 3 streams in his businesses. And I just hoped that one of the streams wasn't working well for him. That was my hope. So I drove over there and I gave him 5 and he put one right below the back of his neck. I said 12 on, 12 off. And the next day he calls me. He goes, Marci, I think you got something here. I can see well. I don't see well. Like I could see well. And my girlfriend has cats and I'm allergic to cats. And I could breathe well. I go, oh my gosh. He goes, yeah, I want a diamond pack. I'm like, oh, wow. What do I do now? I mean, I literally didn't know. I go, whoa, I think I got to upgrade first. So I went up to my store in my back office and I hit upgrade to diamond. And then I didn't know what to do because I was putting the patches in and it was orange to red to green to red. And I got it red and I kept trying to move on, but it wouldn't move on. I call him up. I go, I can't upgrade myself. He goes, well, let me read. He's like, oh yeah, you can't upgrade yourself unless it's green. You got to fill it to green. So I filled it to green. I did it. And then I put him in. And then instead of making 200 on the diamond pack, I made 500. And that was really cool. So that is the coolness. So you can start wherever you fit in, or you can drop ship whatever the person needs and know that they can upgrade anytime and pay the difference in price and get the difference in patches. And they can upgrade until they get a diamond pack. And then when they put platinum and diamond packs in, they make more money. And know that you get this extra money for 14 weeks or until you rank up to senior director. Okay. Or until you rank up to senior director. So, but it's the time when you either buy the diamond pack or upgrade. So that was pretty cool, right? I started the company maybe 2 weeks before, but then I upgraded and I still had 14 weeks to get that extra money. And then I worked really hard to make it to senior director in 14 weeks. So I never lost my $500. Why do you think we write the 90-day road to senior director? Because we all want you to be senior director in 90 days. So you always get the $500. Okay. That's kind of like an early bonus until you hit senior director. That's what that means. Okay. So then the binary is the next way you get paid. So to be paid on the binary, you yourself have to buy a pack and an auto ship of at least 1 sleeve. Now remember, X30, the packs are the points here. You see, 165 for a silver, 275 for a gold, 350 for a platinum, 610 for a diamond, but it's broken up in 3 units. 390 the first month, 110 the next, and 110 the next. So it breaks up in 3 months because the diamond pack also gives you 3 months worth of being active for auto ship. So for your person. So then the points also come to you business volume in 3-month increments. So the 610 business volume breaks up into 3 months. If you want to write this down as 390, 110, 110, which equals 610. And then you might want to write in your notes over here that one sleeve of X39 is worth 77 points, and one sleeve of all supportive patches are worth 55, because points equal money. So when you put packs on the tree, they're points, but then the auto ship is also points, like the following month, right? So if you were going to do, let's just do an example. Let's say you put Betty on the tree, a wholesale kit and auto ship, right? You'd make $50 up front, but then you'd also get cycling money, and it's going to be $165 for the silver pack, and then 1x39 the following month to keep your stem cells activated is 77 points, right? So it's 165 following month 77 as an example. So here you go. You bought yourself, let's say, a silver pack and auto ship, right? Now you are what they call active, and then you enroll somebody on a pack on your left side, let's call it a silver pack or more with an auto ship, and you enroll someone on a pack on your right side, call it a silver pack or more on your right side, and an auto ship. And the auto ship can be 55 points or more, right? That makes you binary active and binary qualified. You cannot start making money on your points until you're binary active and binary qualified. And if somebody goes off of auto ship and are not active, you can drop out of being binary qualified. So you always want to make sure that A, you have a green check for being active. You find that in your back office under home and qualifications. Make sure you have a check. And then what you should do is go to your organization binary tree viewer that's in your back office, and you should go down your binary tree. Organization, write this down, binary tree viewer, and be intimate with your binary tree. Click down the boxes. The binary tree does not end at your 4th box. You click it and it keeps opening up. Click, click, click. I know where every single person is on my binary tree. You could ask me where somebody is and I would know where most people fall because I'm intimate with my tree. So what does that mean exactly? I looked at my binary and see that everybody's on auto ship. Then I know I got no issues. But if I got a lot of X's on auto ships, then I might become binary unqualified. I'll tell you a story. One of my distributors, I was looking at him. He had 4,000 points on his left leg, total left, and he had 3,000 points on his total right, but he wasn't getting paid. I'm like, why aren't you getting paid? I became intimate with his binary, personally enrolled on your binary. A heart means you've personally enrolled them. On his left, he had 3 hearts. He was doing great. They were all on auto ship. Yay. On his right, there was no hearts. He wasn't binary qualified because he's active. With a check, he's not losing his points. All his points are there to make money. But if you're not binary qualified, you're not converting your points into money. Remember, Peter said people equal product. Product equals points. Points equal money. You've got to be able to convert your points to money. You do that by being binary active and binary qualified, right? So you always need to make sure of that. Make sure you never have an X yourself, because if you do, you're not active anymore and you lose all your points. And all your people under you, if they are not on auto ship, will lose all their points. You definitely want to make sure that everybody has checks and are on auto ship, and you never see red X's. No red X's. Okay. So then what happens? Well, let's say you enroll Bill on a silver pack and auto ship. That's 165. And then you enroll John on a silver pack and auto ship. That's another 165 points. You got 330 points there. Then let's say you enroll Sue on your right on a silver pack, 165. And John on your left or on your right on a gold pack. Well, that was worth 265. And Bill on your right on a gold pack. That's worth, I think, another 265. You add that all together, somebody could add that. I think it's something like 715. So do you now have enough points, 330 and 660, because you have 710, so you got even an overflow of points to make your first cycle? Yes, you do. The computer does this for you. All you want to do is keep putting packs on, packs on, packs on, and teach other people to do the same. Because when you enroll Bill on your left and Bill enrolls Susie, then that 165 goes to Bill and to you. Do you see what I mean? So that is leverage. I think today I have something like 40,000 people on my left and 60,000 people on my right. All of those people that are on auto ship or have a green check, right, have some kind of points going up the tree. The binary tree is infinitely deep. So I get points flowing up to me from all of those people. And so do you. Okay. And so do you. So Heidi, I see you have a question. Give me one moment, please. So then what you want to do is you want to move up in rank, because as you move up in rank, you open up your binary comp plan. And so, for example, when you're not a manager, you can only earn $100 a week. Now, let's say, like my example, he really earned $400, right? When he got himself binary qualified, but he wasn't a manager yet. So it wasn't like he lost his money, but he was only getting it paid out $100 every week, right? So I told him, hey, you got to get manager. You already got 3 silvers on your left. You got 1 on your right. You just need 1 more silver. And all of a sudden you're going to get all your money at one time. And that's going to be $400. So he's like, oh my God, that's awesome. I had another friend who was making more money. He was making money at the, I think, senior director level, $3,500 a week. And somehow he slipped out of senior director and he only hit director 1 week. He lost out on $1,000. You better believe he got back to senior director like that, right? You can make all the way up to 25,000 a week on the binary. And how do you do that? Wholesale pack and auto ship, wholesale pack and auto ship, 333, wholesale pack and auto ship. We should have a song, right? Wholesale pack and auto ship, 333. That's all I do every day, 333 and wholesale pack and auto ship. Okay. So to become a manager then, because we move up in rank, you want to be a manager to a director to a senior director. That is your structure. After that, it's all points to come to the next level. So to become a manager, write this down, you need to be a gold pack or above. So if you came into a silver pack, you're going to need to upgrade, pay the difference in price and get the difference in patches. You do that by going to your back office username and password, and you go to store upgrade kits. Okay, that's how you do it. And then you need to be active on 110 points, 2 sleeves per month auto ship. What does that mean? Well, if you're only on 1x39, that's only 77 points. 2x39s are 77 times 2. So 154. Now you're active on 110 points. Or you could do 77 for x39 and 55 for Eon. Active at 132. Basically, you got to ship 2 sleeves a month now. Then you need to have 2 silver kits and auto ship on your left and 2 silver kits and auto ship on your right. An auto ship means active, the green check, not the X. Your manager, you did it. But then to become a director, you have to think differently. Not only do you still need to be putting silver kit and auto ships on your right and silver kit and auto ships on your left, you need to be intimate with your tree, and you need to go organization, binary tree viewer, and you need to click down all your boxes. And you need to ask yourself, does Bill want to share this business with me? Yes or no? Does John want to share this business with me? Yes or no? If in your mind, if you know Bill does it and you know John does, then put John on your list and you're going to contact him and you're going to say, hey, John, let's learn how to share this business together. Let's go to Marci's foundational training. Let's go do the 333. He says, okay, let's do it. And you guys start doing it together. And then you don't give him your people, you help him get his own people. And you help him become a manager. On the left, you do the same thing. Does Sheila want to come do this business with you? In your mind, you say yes or no. No, she doesn't want to right now. How about Amy? No. Ooh, how about Betty? Oh, Betty really does. You call Betty. Hey, do you want to learn how to share this business? We just do 333 and we do wholesale kits and auto ship. We could come to the foundational training and do it together. Okay, I'd love to. And you help Betty get 2 silvers on her right and 2 silvers on her left. And now you're a director. You must take the hand of someone you personally enrolled and take them to a manager on your right and a manager to your left for you to become a director. To become a senior director, you have to take those same two now managers, okay, the same two people, John and Betty, and help them become a director. Okay, that is how you become senior director. That is how you become senior director. Heidi, did you have a question?
I just wanted you to address Maggie Hall's question regarding the upgrade and how the least expensive price is actually on the diamond kit, but I know that there's another way for you to answer that. I'm a linear thinker, so I don't know how to answer it, but Maggie Hall had a question in the chat.
Oh, thank you. And I'm sorry. Maggie's question was, how do you get the best price? Is that what her question was, Heidi?
Yes, for the X39 and X49 after you've upgraded.
Yeah, absolutely. So the best price would be obviously the platinum and the diamond packs give you the best unit. You can get, the silver pack and gold packs. I believe the X39 is still $99. Once you get platinum or diamond, it's $84 a unit. And the way you can see that is you can look at that order form, and all you do is take the price divided by the number of sleeves in the pack, and that gives you the unit of X39. Now, you can take
that actually answers the question on her kit price for the least expensive, but on the subscription is how I was intending on answering it for her. You've explained it in the past trainings that it's better to do a 6-month maintenance kit, but I think that you have another idea that I couldn't remember, and I wanted you to share that with Maggie Hall.
Yeah, that's great. So, but before I'll get to the maintenance kit. So the other thing you can do to get the best unit for people is you could build like a diamond pack for someone. Like, let's say it's a doctor's office, and you could fill it with half X39 and half Eon. I'd have to figure out what the breakdown is, and then you divide it by the $15.99, and that gives you a unit for everything, right? So if I was giving you an example, let's say you had 15 X39s, and on the new form, you do this pretty easy. 15 X39s means that you have 19.5, hold on, 19.5 less 15. That means you have 4.5 points left, and that's 4.5 plus 4.5, 9. So you could, for example, fill that up with 15 X39 and 9 Eons, right? And then you could take, what is 15 plus 9? So that's 24 sleeves in there by $15.99 divided by 24, for example. So that you could say, well, you could get your sleeves for $66. Then you sell your retail sleeves as a retail place anyway, for your X39 for $150, you're supported for $100. So that's a really cool way to get a good unit for like practices or for business people that want to retail some, right? That's kind of a cool way. And it's easy to figure that out with that form. Sorry, I got on a tangent. But anyway, okay, then the other thing, some of you got that right now. Some of you got that right now. So the other thing to get the best unit, of course, is the maintenance kits. And the maintenance kits are, you go to your back office store maintenance kits and look for the maintenance kits that give you 110 PV, because that is how you become a manager. And you can get a full X39, X49 combo kit, and those prices get down to $84 a sleeve on a maintenance kit. Or you can get what they call the dynamic kit. Make sure it's the 110. And I believe those sleeves get down to $39. So that's exactly right, Heidi. The maintenance kits give you the best unit. So if you want to go silver to gold to or silver to gold to diamond, which gives you 3 months of auto ship, and then a maintenance kit for 6 months, that keeps you active. And it also gives you the best unit. You just have to make sure when you start playing the maintenance kit game for yourself that you keep track of your trickles. You go to orders and it will show you that you're trickling every month for the maintenance kit, and just make sure that you keep your green check, and you know when you either need to go on auto ship again or buy another maintenance pack, right? It's very important to keep track of yourself, okay? So, and also, yeah, so I'll just say that much. So, did you have another question, Victoria?
Marcia, what do you think about this pack that's $1,629, and then that takes the X39 down to $81.
You know, I love the professional pack in the right place. So the professional pack, when you buy a 20 pack, like, I mean, a lot of you guys know Jan and I run the office, right? And we go through a lot of sleeves, right? So I'm buying the 20 pack all the time for the best unit and also to get great points, right? That 20 pack is worth 1,000. That's no 1,250 points. So that is a beautiful pack when you need a lot of inventory or a lot of points going up your tree. Angela, do you have a question? Thank you for that.
Thank you.
I do. If you buy a maintenance pack, can you set your auto ship to process like 6 months
You
later?
sure can. That's brilliant.
So
Yeah.
that you don't have to remember it?
Yeah, and then if you screw up, you do that, it goes on the auto ship, and then you go, oh yeah, I want it, and then you could buy a maintenance kit again, and then do it again. I also, when I sign someone up on a diamond pack, so when I sign somebody up, I sign them up on like whatever pack they want, silver kit and auto ship. And then when they want to upgrade to a gold, I just upgrade them to a gold, but I never take them off their auto ship, right? Then they want to upgrade to a platinum, great. I never take them off their auto ship. Then they want to upgrade to a diamond. Then I just push their auto ship out by 2 months. I never let go of auto ships. I just push them out. That's a great question. I just don't want to take the risk for me personally.
So that's actually part of my question because I am on an auto ship and I am getting a trickle, but in my box, auto ship is X'd red.
Yeah. And so you can't, when you're on a maintenance pack, because you're not on an auto ship, you get an X. And these are some of the crazy things about the system. That's 1985. So you just got to understand what's going on and you got to track yourself. The back office will not track you.
Okay.
Okay. Good question. Okay.
Yeah.
We only got another, like, it's 11 o'clock. So no more questions. Sorry, Sky, one more question. Then we got to move on. Do you have a question? Oh, Sky did. Okay. So here we go. We're almost done. So then Gen Match is the fourth way you make money. This is awesome. We make so much money on Gen Match, okay? It pays 3 levels down, 25%, 20%, and 20%, you guys. Most companies only pay at the most 30% on Gen Match. When I say David is generous, he's generous. He's paying out more than 60% to the field. Most companies only pay 40% out to the field. Do you understand how much money he pays us? Like, and we work hard for him too. It goes both ways, but he's so generous. And so here's how this works. You know those hearts on your binary tree? You go to organization, you go to your back office, username and password, you go to organization, binary tree viewer, and you look for those hearts. Every heart is a new enroller line. So let's say you enrolled Betty. And Betty's going crazy with her 330 and 660s. She's doing wholesale kit and auto ship, wholesale kit and auto ship. She's filling that binary. And let's say she made $4,000 this week in cycling, the 330, 660, $50, $50, $50. Then you make 25% on that $4,000 because you enrolled a leader. And you probably had something to do with helping her become a leader, right? So you get paid for that. And then Betty enrolls Sheila and Sheila goes crazy. And she's doing 2,000 a week. You get 20% on her. And then Sheila enrolls Bill and Bill goes crazy. Let's say he's making 1,000 a week. You make 20% on him. And that's on every enroller line. You get that every new heart. So on the other side, you make another heart, call it Steve. And he starts doing it. And then you enroll another person, Kathleen, and Kathleen is right under Steve, but you on the binary, but you still enrolled him. So it's a heart. Remember, we're a 2-leg system binary, but hearts are different enroller lines. So you always build deep on a binary, but you get Gen Match only 3 levels based on your enroller lines, which are new hearts on the binary. So you're always going to enroll your right and your left side, heart, 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 heart. And they start working and they start working and they start working. And all of those come up to Gen Match. And this is unlimited, guys. David has never put a limitation on this, which is amazing. So there's a 5th way we make money, but it hasn't been published yet, but it's called Global Pool. It's 1%. We made so much money this last year that David enacted this. It's based on that our company is 400 million, moving up to 500 million. We're fully in momentum and he's paying us for it globally. And that means that for the top builders, 1% of global share of the global pool, global sales is coming to us in share points. In order to grab that, you basically need to do, I believe it's 600,000 points in a month time. And you have to have more, you have to have at least $200,000 enroller lines. So this is like big concept, but long-term, you have your right and your left, and you have all those hearts. You want to help those hearts long-term. To make all the money in this comp plan, you need to do on your lesser leg, 170,000 a week. On your bigger leg, 340,000 a week. For you business people, write that down. That maxes you out at 25,000 a week. Let me say that again. On your smaller line, 170,000 points a week. On your bigger line, 340,000 points a week. I just want to give you vision. That maxes you out at 25,000 a week. And then you really want 6 workout buddies, 3 personally enrolled on your right and 3 personally enrolled on your left. You know you're gonna enroll a lot more. You got to enroll 40 to 80, but 3 on your right and 3 on your left that really go to work. You don't need that many people to go to work to make a lot of money. Okay, about what, 10% do 90% of the work? That's the case everywhere, including here, right? So your goal long-term is to have $300,000 enroller lines. That maxes out the comp plan. $300,000 enroller lines on, 2 on your right, 1 on your left, for example, and then 170 and 340. With your goal long-term, my long-term goal is I want $600,000 enroller lines. That's my long-term goal. So what I want you to do right now is put on a piece of paper, what's your long-term goal? How many enroller lines do you want? $100,000 enroller lines. Do you want to max out the comp plan? How much do you want to make every week? Do you want to make 1,000 a week, 5,000 a week, 25,000 a week? What do you want to do? What do you want to make? And then more importantly, how much work do you want to do for it? Are you willing to work 10 hours a week to make that? 12 hours a week to make that? 40 hours a week to make that? Are you willing to do 3-3-3 every day for an hour a day? Because that's the work. So are you willing to do the work? Dr. Stacy showed me this last week. She took a picture of it. And at the time, I think I was making like, I don't know. It's so hard for me. What's a 7 figure? I was making a lot of money. Okay. And she wrote at the top what I was making. And right under it, she had a list of, I think, 500 people. She understood to get the money comes the list. Okay. And look at her now. She's soaring, right? Okay, with that, thank you so much for coming to our training today. Lots of love to you. I hope you enjoyed it and have a great rest of your day. Let's make lists. Let's do 3-3-3. Print out the clipboard, write your financial goal, and let's go be millionaires, if that's what you want, by helping a lot of people. Lots of love to you. Bye-bye.
Lots of love. Thank you.